Good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning on a Monday. I don't know why I'm so jumpy, but whatever. It is what it is. Been up since 3. I guess that's my thing now for Mondays, to get up super duper early, get a little work done before work, and then, yeah, drive on in. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Still a little nerve-wracked. Don't know what the world's coming to right now. Layoffs are rampant. I did apply to a bunch of different places and got some rejections. Yay, me. But, that's tech, I guess, for you. AI is getting crazy. So I use Sora too for random stuff, and it has been, I wouldn't say offline, but it's been so bogged down this entire past 5 days. It is ridiculous. I haven't even been able to, I can get on, but I can't do anything. And there's been no communication via their help. So I am a little bit worried about that. Because it's kind of cool. It makes cool little videos and stuff like that, which I like to play around with. Ooh, shoot. Deer like crazy. Wasn't expecting that right there, but whatever. That kind of got me a little bit flustered. But yeah, so I guess AI is here to stay, because it is getting crazy for real. Everywhere you look, it's nonstop AI. Almost to the point where you don't even know what is not AI. And everything's getting a little bit too smart. My biggest thing is, I really don't like how you talk about stuff in front of your phone. It's funny how you talk about it in front of your phone, but with your phone near you and all that stuff. And then as soon as you log into some social media, or even like a website on your phone, there's ads geared towards you. I don't really like that. I get it. I understand why, but it's that's a little bit too invasive, if you ask me. But ooh, something died. Ooh, something smells. Bad. I think there's a dead animal. Man. That was rough. Okay. And another thing, with this all the technology at your fingertips and stuff like that, I don't know about the rest of you, but maybe it's just me, but I hate the little notification numbers on apps and all that stuff. It gives me anxiety. So throughout the day, I have to clear it and make sure I, check the notifications, because I cannot let them go by and just be sitting there with piles and piles of notifications, even text messages and stuff like that. And I know people that'll just let it go to craziness. I have my oldest email address, and it has 6,000 emails. I know a lot of it's junk. Well, probably 80% of it's probably junk, and it aggravates me every day. I think about it, and it's almost to the point where I don't want to touch it. because it's aggravating me so bad. But like all the other ones, you know, you got little Slack notifications and, you know, WhatsApp and all that stuff, like all those kind of notifications and Discord and all that. Like I use all that stuff, and like every little notification, if I don't make sure it's all cleared out, it bothers me. And on a work day and stuff like that, the same thing, you know, stuff at work. Maybe I'm a little bit, I don't know, weird. Call it what you want. But that's just me. But I've been kind of not really reading, but watching some videos and stuff like that about that new AI model. It was a Slackbot or Slack something, so I don't remember the name of it, where you put it on your own device and it's just like stupid powerful and all that. That one has me a little bit concerned. That one really does. And I mean, I've seen some people like the computing. I mean, the computing power seems really pretty awesome, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like they can get a bit pricey though. Like everything is a freaking subscription. I remember, you know, when you buy Microsoft or you buy the suite or whatever, and you bought it, you like that was yours. It would update and all that stuff, but it was yours. Now everything is a dadgum subscription, and it's ridiculous. And don't get me started on the stupid streaming apps, like for TV and stuff like that. I mean, granted, there's so much more to watch. There's so much to watch, I can't even watch anything. I just stopped watching TV because there's so much, but there's so much crap out there too. So, and you have to have this streaming app to watch this show, and you have to have that streaming app to watch the other show. And it's just like, where's the middle ground? I hated cable for, it got overpriced really quick, but I also like the simplicity of it. I mean, now, I don't even know how many streaming apps there are now. I really don't. Like Netflix is getting a little bit overpriced, I think. Hulu got bought out? I would say the Prime one's probably the best because it has like the little packages inside of it. You know, and I got Hulu for just like 1 or 2 shows. Which reminds me, I need to cancel that. If it hadn't already done it on automatically, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I don't watch it. And then you forget. You're like, you subscribe to, you're like, oh, I want to get Hulu to watch, what was it, The Bear? I watched The Bear, I think it was on Hulu. And the new season came out, what, 6 months ago? Maybe longer? Did a new season come out? I don't remember. That's how long it's been. And I watch it and I forget about it, and then I still have that stupid subscription. You know, Netflix has about been the only one that I've kept for this long. That one and I guess the Prime Video one. But now we're to the point where it costs the same, if not more, than cable was. Granted, cable you couldn't take anywhere you wanted to. Like, I mean, that's what the cool thing about the streaming stuff is, that, you know, you're going on a trip or you're going on a vacation, you're going on a work trip or whatever. You can watch from your phone, from your computer. If you have a stick with you, you could do that. You could hook up I mean, there's so many options you can do. You couldn't do that before. So, I mean, that's cool. Or if you're stuck on the side of the road waiting for, you know, a tow truck or something like that, you can watch it. But there are some, I mean, it's just the costing is what's starting to suck. Because I mean, what? I think Netflix used to be like $9, and now it's like 24. That's ridiculous. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. If I can go around this guy. He's driving too slow. Or I'm driving too fast. Whatever. But everything is costing so much money these days. It's kind of unheard of, you know. Vehicles got too much tech in them, which I don't really like either. I like simplicity on cars because you can't work on them. You have to have an advanced degree in whatever to work on a car these days. And don't even get me started on like a Tesla or something like that, which I would never own. I've already decided I wouldn't. You can give me one, I might would drive it, but I wouldn't. I don't believe in that. Maybe I'm not helping the environment, but you can go on either route. You can go on either route with that. You know, yeah, it's right now with, you know, you drive, let's say I'm commuting to work, that I am not emitting gases, right? But all the back end stuff to create those batteries and all that stuff is so much worse. So, you know, where is the middle ground? I think hybrid maybe, but I still wouldn't want to drive a hybrid, please. Come on. V8 all the way, baby. I mean, for a SUV, depending on the type of SUV and whatnot, a 6 with a turbo would suffice. But like, you know, your American models, you know, your Tahoes and Yukons and all that crap, they got to have the full-on V8 or the diesel. Either or. Look at this guy. Yeah, get over, dude. But I mean, there's too much technology. We're going to rely on too much technology where we can't do nothing. And I got a feeling, you know, down the road, people are going to get dumber and dumber. Unless they start programming computers into their brains or something like that, which would be kind of silly. But I don't know. It's kind of redonkulous if you think about it. That looks like I can't tell what that looks like. Oh, there's a copper behind me. Whoop. But all this technology, and don't get me wrong, I love technology, I love new gadgets, I love all this kind of stuff, but enough's enough. I mean, kids are just stuck to their phones and iPads and all that crap, and you know, everybody's using ChatGPT to write papers. Obviously, it's very evident when people do that crap, but still, I mean, it can save a lot of time for people, and which is good. But you know, I mean, back in the day, it was encyclopedias. That's how we did all our research. You had a report due on something or something, you go look it up in the encyclopedia, or read a book on it or something like that. Now it's just like, oh, ChatGPT, give me a outline of so and so, you know, and boom, Now, how accurate it is, that's a whole different ball game. That's where you're gotta check your figures. But at this point, it's getting a little overrun. And this new Claudebot, it's Claudebot, that's what it's called, Claudebot. That thing seems to be super stupid powerful, but it's almost like take over the world kind of powerful. And they're talking about putting it on like a bunch of Mac Minis, which I don't understand that one yet. I hadn't figured that out. I mean, it would be cool if you can have a dedicated service that you don't have to rely on all these others, you know, let's say Nano Banana or Sora or Gemini or even Claude. Or I mean, if you can have it all kind of like package into your own personal one, yeah, I can see where that gets to be kind of cool. And you can, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, like I mentioned before, like I use Sora 2 just to play around with, and you know, you don't have to worry about it getting overly bombarded by millions of people. And that's what's happening right now with everything. So maybe they're onto something. I don't know. I might have to look into that. Because I mean, if that's the case, I don't know how it all works in that instance. How you know, if you have your containerized AI system, so to speak, I don't know how it adapts and updates, but I mean, it has to touch the internet, so I don't know. I guess I need to do my research. Well, I'm about there, so I'm gonna call it a day. Talk to y'all later.